from guitarprinciples.com again, and I want to talk to you about another big mistake that people make right from the beginning that creates a lot of bad playing habits, and that is how they hold the pick and how they bring the pick to the strings and begin to work on the strings. Now, first of all, as far as holding the pick, you want to have a nice grip on the pick. So you want to place the pick on your index finger so that the tip of the pick is pointing in the direction of your fingertip, and then bring your thumb over like that. So just the top of the pick is sticking out only about 1/8 of an inch from your fingers. You want to hold it between the thumb and the index, and when you bring the pick to the strings, you want to keep these fingers out like this and relaxed. And especially when they touch the string and begin to press on the string, you have to understand that the string begins to press back at the pick. And because of that, your fingers will begin to tighten. Now, the very important thing to realize is that your fingers must tighten a little bit as you push on the string. But what everyone tends to do, especially from the beginning, is they over-tighten. And then they start to tighten their fingers like this. So every time they play a string, they're just tensing their whole arm. That will absolutely prevent you from gaining any playing ability, because your arm will be tense every time you play. What you have to do, and you can do this simple exercise, is you just bring the pick to the string like this and make sure you're holding it like this. And your fingers are out and they're feeling very loose. And you bring it to the string, and you can take any string and just slowly begin to press on the string. And then feel how your fingers want to tense up. And just keep them relaxed. Only hold them tightly enough to keep your grip on the pick. And then push on the string. And what's a real good idea, and we'll use a little method from the principles called posing. You just stop with the pressure of the pick against the string, and you relax. And relax as much as you can with that pressure, and then push through and play the note. Make sure you play a nice loud note. Don't play a wimpy little like that. I've seen people that play for a couple of years, and when they play, it sounds like, so it's like this, it's like a whisper. And why is that? Because they're not really putting force on the string, because they never learned how to relax properly while putting force on the string. It's a matter of controlling the muscles of the arm, keeping them relaxed while you still press hard enough to really push on that string. I like to push, as an exercise, just push the string all the way to the next string. So I'm really exerting a lot of force, but then I'm relaxing. I'm relaxing my whole body while I do that. And then, very important, when you play the note, you relax completely afterwards. Holding the tension from one note to the next note is another big reason that people you start to struggle in the early stages of playing the guitar and get all kinds of bad habits. Well, that is a bad habit. Knowing all good players release the tension from every note as they play it. That's one of the secrets of good playing. And observe yourself when you play. Notice that every time you play a note, there's going to be more tension created in your hand, your arm, and probably the rest of your body. And notice if you keep that to a minimum and if you let go of it as soon as you play the note, because that's what you're supposed to do, so that you don't bring that tension into the next note. Now, whatever you are practicing, if you're practicing, scales or chord changes, do them very slowly. We've already talked about the left hand, so we'll assume your left hand's on the way to proper development. Say if you were practicing, if you're doing my exercises, you're doing them up here like this. I'll bring this up a little bit. You're doing them up here, so you will apply that to finger combinations we do, 1-4, 1-3, and 1-2. If you're working on something down here, then pick very slowly and be aware of what I've said about how when the pressure goes against the string, your muscles tend to tighten up. relax as much as you can. When it comes to strumming, make sure that you also put good force on the string. Don't strum like this. Make sure you're strumming like this, where we can hear it. It's just a matter of learning how to relax enough at the point of impact of the pick on the string.